Hey guys, in this video I'm going to explain to you how we managed to, me and my two co-founders, reach 10,000 monthly recurring revenue in 3 months with Chat SEO. So as you can see here, everything's verified. We're on Trust MRR and you can see here, so 10,943 monthly recurring revenue. And we started around 1st December, now we're 23, So just very quick, the topics I'll cover in this video is first, how I managed to get the idea. Second, how I validated the whole idea and I knew that people were actually about to pay for the product. And here, how I also did the building, which is very important, and a lot of people actually lose time in this moment. And then we have also the beta launch, so I did different waves and stuff, and the go to market, so all the marketing and stuff, and what I'm doing right now to try to scale this company up to 50,000 monthly recurring revenue and upwards. So first of all, the ideation. So the best advice I could give on this part is to be very, very curious, especially with AI. The tools for the moment are just insane. There's too much going on and you have to be up to date. So for my case, what I did is I just decided to take like a month or two to just start vibe coding stuff, learn about MCPs and stuff. And so about me being curious, I just found out like this nice little idea, and I was like, okay, there's actually something that can be done into the space. And that's how I got the idea, launched it 3 months later, 10,000 monthly recurring revenue. So yeah, so curious, experiment with AI tools, and don't be scared to waste time. Every time I speak with people about it, they just say, yeah, but I need a good idea and stuff. No, you don't. You just need to do stuff. Action creates information, not the other way around. So just do stuff, create a stupid project, learn new things, and then you'll eventually stumble upon a very good idea. So the second step, which is I think the most important and where people either don't do it or either try to do it but not in the right way, is validation. So validation, there's a couple of ways you can do it. The thing you have to keep in mind is, why should you validate? Validation is simply because there's a lot of different ideas, but there's some kind of painkiller ideas. So these are the ideas you want. And then there's some kind of just nice to have ideas where people don't feel an urge or a pain to pay for the product because it doesn't solve the specific pain they have. So try to be on the painkiller side is very important. Now I'd like to explain how I validated Chat SEO since it's my active company for the moment. So remember, there's not one better way. There's just the hack to validation is you have to find a hack to validate as quickly as possible. And then you can start on building, marketing, and actually selling your product. So for Chat SEO, it was quite easy too. What we did is we just posted on LinkedIn, X, and Reddit. So same question, where's our ICP hanging out? LinkedIn, X, Reddit, pretty simple. And I'll explain to you how we marketed and what we did actually do on those 3 different socials to bait people and then convert them into signups and then into revenue. Before doing all the marketing and the posting and stuff, I needed to have something people could see where they could actually leave their email and understand the value proposition we had with Chat SEO. So what you have to do is you have to give a lot of details to ChatGPT. The more details you give, the better the output you're gonna get, especially with when you're using vibe coding tools and working into product or SaaS or mobile apps and stuff. So dictate your product, then ask it to create a structured prompt you can use into different vibe coding tools. As you can see here, it's a few examples of first results I got on Lovable. So here up, first prompt, then I got this instantly. Then base 44, and then V0. And so for me, I think I went with the base 44, like the base, and then I build up on it. So yeah, so now you have your kind of landing, design, brand kind of base. The other thing you should be doing is using Figma Make. So it's it's like vibe coding Figma. Same thing, you just give it a very good prompt. And then I ask him to create like, what would chat SEO be in my mind? And then this is what I got, one-shotted. So basically ChatGPT, but for SEO, except it's connected to real SEO data. So your Google Search Console and market data. And this is what I got. So I just took this exact thing and I started building up it in Figma. So I had a Figma mockup, a landing page. I just put them together and this is what I got. So just so you get a little sense of how long this took me, I think I did it in around a weekend. Started maybe Friday or Saturday. Monday morning, I had something we could start validating with in marketing with. So just very simple, little mock-up I made. They can just put their email, understand the value proposition, 100% conversational, connected to real data. Very, very simple. One action, drop your email, join the beta, boom, that's it. And so what I did not say is, so you should use Claude Code for all the polishing and stuff. So if you don't know how to vibe code and use all the new very important tools in this AI age, so just drop a comment by asking if I can do a Claude Code tutorial, and I'll explain exactly how I use this tool in a day-to-day basis to create products, do some marketing, and do practically all my life with Claude Code. So now it's time to send traffic to your vibe coding landing page. There's 3 ways you can do it. First is you have to use playbooks on LinkedIn and X. I'll give you some playbook examples of which I used. So that's basically how we managed to get, I think, around 2,000 emails in maybe a month. So we were building and at the same time marketing and building up this newsletter. Because the bigger the newsletter you get upon launch, the better your launch is going to be. So basically that's it. So you create a post on LinkedIn saying, okay, this is what I managed to do. You just have to like and comment to get the resource. Then you share the resource by comment. And that's exactly what's inside. So little face of you, so it has trust and stuff. Then you just pitch your product, little YouTube video to explain how you use it. And then, boom, there's the little playbook explaining exactly how we do the stuff they want. So that's basically the playbook. You can see here. Then I just give some testimonials, continue pitching chat SEO. I'll actually give you a little example on my LinkedIn of the type of post you need to post for your ICP. And by the way, this method, I think I started around 2-3 months ago. I was around 1,500 followers. I'm now almost at 6K in 2-3 months. So it works. It's very good. That's the last one I posted yesterday. So nice little hook. Breaking this thing works for the moment. Claude Code can now modify any CMS. It's an absolute cheat code for SEO GEO. So people read this, they get FOMO'd out of their mind. Then you just explain exactly what it does, the problem. So what usually people did, so they connect to the problem, your solution, and then I'm sharing everything. You have to connect with me and you have to drop Claude CMS in the comments. Comments will boost engagement. And also, this is the best of the best in LinkedIn. If people repost your content, LinkedIn takes this as the ultimate signal of, okay, it's actually valuable content. I need to push it to other people. And so other little image super important. So I'm testing out those type of image for the moment. They're working quite well. So try it out for yourself. And you see, that's a post I did with Claude. Super easy. 20K impressions. So that's the playbooks on LinkedIn and X. Quite easy, works very well. It works very well because people aren't getting sold to. They get some value and you pitch in exchange. It's like a win-win scenario. Number 2 is you should post on Reddit. On Reddit, to give you a bit context, I think I managed to drive more than 1 million views in 2 months. Just by doing some posts. If you're curious about it, there's a YouTube video on it. Go check it out. It's on my channel. It's actually my first YouTube video. So definitely check it out. Okay, the third way now to do it, and in fact you could do this even before creating the landing page, everything. You just have an idea, is find like different ICP on LinkedIn, X, I don't know, and just send manual messages. And you go through the grind, send 50, 100 messages, try to get them on a call, ask a lot of questions, understand the pains, and try to maybe find a little gap where you can actually fit in your product, and then maybe start doing the validation and stuff. So definitely start with manual outbound. I think, yeah, it's probably the best way to start if you don't like posting on X and LinkedIn. Yeah, send some messages. Then we have the building part. So building is, since I'm hanging out on Reddit a lot doing some marketing, it's where 80% of people, they lose month and month on useless stuff because they are just building the product. They're not speaking to any users or customers, potential users, customers. They're into their head and they think they know what their users want. This is completely stupid. You do not know, especially if you're not your own client. So if you don't use your product. So a nice little like reminder before building is you should have two things. Two very simple and important things. Is one simple feature. If you add feature, it won't make your product better. Your core feature should be the most important part. If people aren't paying for the core feature, they won't pay if you add features. This is the number one mistake people do. So keep it very lean, very simple. A simple product is a better product. Then you should have a deadline. So now with vibe coding tools, you can definitely cook up something in 3 to 4 weeks maximum. Make sure you pick a date, you stick to it, and then you have a product ready for this date. So in terms of simple feature for Chat SEO, it was just a chatbot connected to real SEO data. That's it. Here's a little picture of the product when we first launched. Just new conversation. There's a chatbot. You can ask your question. That's it. It was very, very simplistic, but it was enough for us to understand that people actually mattered, and it solved a very big pain of just managing all this data. This SEO data, knowing what you should be doing next into your for your website. Then the beta launch. So this was a bit of a experimental thing I did, as it was the first time I did a real beta launch. So we had around 2,000 emails at that time. So that's basically because we did Reddit playbooks and stuff, and it worked quite well. So what we did is we separated the beta launch in 3 different waves. Why 3 waves? Because at each wave, we modified or added stuff that we could verify with the other wave. So very simple. Wave 1, it was 100 free beta users that could use the product with unlimited access. It was free, and we just wanted them to use it. At this stage, I think we got lucky because the people that were using it, they were just spamming it. It cost us around $600 to $700 in monthly usage, so completely huge usage. So that was like a good problem to have. But usually, if you give your product for free and people don't use it, then you should maybe pivot to something else, find a different ICP, so change something. So this was to analyze usage, fix bugs, get feedback, and try to make the product more maybe solid and just functional. Then for the wave 2, it was 150 more, and this is when we introduced the paywall. We tracked the funnel, so from landing page view to conversion. And so those 150 people, we analyzed that. So that's for another video, but we started with around 1% conversion rate. So every 100 people that went into the app, only 1 paid. And so we did a very simple trick that made that our conversion rate went from 1% to 10% in around 1 day, just because we analyzed data. So that's other YouTube video that's coming out. And so the third wave, it's just basically because we did all those changes, and we needed to make sure those changes worked, and that's when our conversion rate went up, completion rate, so the whole onboarding flow went up too. And so yeah, so after the beta launch, we were ready to launch. And this is the go-to-market stage. What we did is what we usually did for the past 2 months. So we launched on every launch platforms. So Product Hunt, Tiny Launch, Unit and stuff. Continued on posting on Reddit, X, LinkedIn, YouTube. And so, yeah, my last 2 words is there's no real, I think, go-to-market source or something. The only thing you should be doing is you have to experiment a lot. So try different sort of marketing channels and then 10x what works. And then be super consistent on the volume of content you post. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you guys like the video. I'll be doing another one, I think next week. If you have any questions or stuff, just post in the comments. I'll be answering to every one of them.